tell us about what happened with you and this Hollywood producer, because that is still one of the craziest things I've heard about.
It's like the stupidest situation, which is so crazy. So a company sends me shoes. And they are red and they say like MAGA on them. And they're almost like kind of like croc material. And I was like, these are cool. So I'm just walking around my neighborhood and I'm literally by myself and have AirPods in. I'm like minding my own business. And I'm at like a super busy intersection, like right on the border of Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, which like, in case you don't know, Beverly Hills is basically like 80% Republican. So it's funny to think like it's a liberal area. It's not. And all of a sudden I'm just like minding my own business. And like there was women around me and they were kind of staring at me. So I was like, oh, clearly like I should probably see what's happening. And I just hear this guy and he's just screaming like, you support a rapist. And so immediately I'm like, do I beg your pardon? Like, like what? And he's like, you support a rapist. And I was like, who are you even talking about? Like, I was like, well, first of all, we're in Hollywood, so you're going to have to specify.
Right.
That doesn't really narrow it down.
It's like half of the population here.
Yeah, it's like half of the hills. Like, what do you mean? Like, let's narrow it down. So and then I realized he goes, you're wearing MAGA shoes in West Hollywood. And I'm like, well, first of all, you're stupid because we're technically at the border of Beverly Hills. Okay? Technically.
They don't even know geography these days.
Yeah, they don't. And I was like, if we were on the other side of the street, it would be different. And I just was like, okay. And then he starts harassing me. And then it gets to the point where I'm like, okay, like, you know, and then he starts talking and then he goes, well, you know, you deserve to be raped. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I start recording him and it's crazy. And the craziest part about him is like any normal person, if you pull out a camera, is immediately going to shut up because then it's like game on. And he doesn't. I deserve to get raped.
You do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You're wearing MAGA shoes in
Yeah.
West Hollywood.
Yeah, I am. I'm wearing my dope MAGA
Like
shoes.
I said, go back a rapist.
Yeah.
He's convicted for rape. It's
Not.
also illegal to film somebody in California.
Oh, what are you
without
going
their
to do
consent.
about it?
Nothing, you dumb you f***ing ugly bitch.
Wouldn't
You've
know.
definitely been raped and you're okay with it.
He just continues to say like, you look like you've been raped. You're going to get what's coming to you, which is also a threat at that point.
Literally.
And yeah, and then it was crazy because I was like, oh, this is just some psycho liberal. He also had a big dog and was like, you know, it's not like he was gonna like sick the dog on me, but you know, he's like 6 foot something and I'm a girl alone. I don't have like anything on me besides like my phone, but I just filmed because it was like just self-defense at that point in case he was like gonna attack me. But yeah, and then he ends up being like a Hollywood producer and he was like one of the guys that helped produce like American Sniper, which is so funny. It's like the most beloved by Republicans film. Like what? How does this happen?
Maybe that's why he's so bitter. It's like, I want to play his entire clip, but we're going to have to go through and doctor it so much because it's like censoring a rap song because there's so much profanity and like the things he's wishing upon you and threatening you with, like that was one of the wildest things I've seen in a long time. And it shows just like how crashed out these leftists have become.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the epitome of like, you're mentally ill, but you're using politics to like have something to be upset about. Like he would be upset either way. But I think politics really set people over the edge who were like already not doing well, because now I run into people all the time and they're like, he's crazy. Like I have people in the industry reach out to me privately. You know, someone told me the first thing he asked people at work is, who'd you vote for?
Allegedly.
Apparently, I was told.
Because, you know, he's a little Sue happy. So I just want to say allegedly on everything that we don't have on video.
Well, and then Kits in Los Angeles, shout out to them. We love
Shout out to
them.
them.
They put him in the window, which is hilarious.
It's like a wanted sign. I think my favorite part of it still is like he wished all these terrible things on you, and then you go to his page.
Oh no, that was. Let me tell you, this is how crazy these people are. He wishes all these things, but also he called me ugly, which I was like, I'm probably the rest of these things. I am not ugly, sir. Also so weird. And then like it's just weird. Like, why are you like 60 years old calling some random chick ugly on
He's
the
not even
street?
attracted to women anyway. He needs to stay in his lane.
Yeah, and I was like, you're not even straight, so why would my looks even affect you at all? Like,
He wants to look like you, but that's the real tea.
Maybe. I don't know. But it was crazy because like the irony of the whole situation is like we go and we find his social media and the first post is him with a Kamala Harris sticker and it says hashtag like protect women. And
As
I'm like,
he's wishing upon you.
yeah. And I'm like, you really can't even like make it up with these people. They're literally like insane. And also it's like, do you not realize like it's so like we are a mixed country. Like, you're encountering Republicans everywhere you go. Like, people, like, you know, at restaurants, or your servers, or people at a grocery store, or people you work with, or someone, you know, it's like so silly that it's like, I'm such this like crazy target. And I'm like, really? You're around wealthy, elitist people. Most of them are right-wing anyways.
Yeah.
And I just was like, what a psychopath. So I don't know. He seems fun. I just wanted to go. You know what? People actually told me in the video, they were like, I can't believe how calm you were. Like, we would have been losing our minds. And I was like, well, half the video I'm laughing.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can really do with these people at this point. It's just like point and laugh at the stupidity that they're displaying.
Insane.